Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
Oh, it didn't arrive, Pa.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait for the afternoon stage, son.
A lady can't show herself in public these days without being insult-fried. Have!
Yeah, Mom?
Get out, can't you?
I was sleeping.
Don't just lay there.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Leave the boy be. He's a good boy. He'll flesh out some soon as he starts shaving. Won't you, dear?
Whatever you say, Mom.
Pobrecita, stay out! Where do you think you're going? Ay, pobrecita, you won't stay out there. You can't come in here. Bien, go, out. Pobrecita, I'll fix right away. Don't worry, I fix. Caramba, what pressure!
What are you carving?
Link chain.
I'm Mark McCann.
Howdy. Hab Caraway. Hab cook.
Ham cook.
That's what you call me after Pa snuck out on us. Hab cook.
Name like that, you must really have a time in school.
Just learned me box fighting. I could whoop lots of grown men. They wasn't my elders.
I wonder what hit that poor lady.
Fits. Had a cat once, ran clear off the wall.
That lady didn't have any fits.
Her, indoors, she'd crawl right across the ceiling.
You know, they've been in there a long time. Maybe we ought to go in.
Two women with a chance to feel sorry for each other, it's better than whiskey for them.
What do you know about women?
Enough to have stayed single.
You're sour grapes on them.
Me? I love the little critters for cooking and washing my shirts. And that's the way I want to keep it.
Poor woman. She's had a terrible experience.
Indians?
Much worse. A husband. Ay, pobrecito.
She's all right now, son.
Come here to your mother, Hapgood. That there's the father who abandoned you on your birth night.
You said what, ma'am?
Norman Ambrose Caraway, my lawful wedded husband, that I've stood by faithful and true going on 16 years, and give him a fine son, too. How could you do it to us, Norman? We've searched this wide, weary world, but the closest we ever gained on you was the print of a boot heel on the bank of the River Gila, with the water slowly seeping into it.
Me? She's talking about me? Well, you all know me. My name isn't Norman. I'm old Micah Torrance, your elected marshal.
Alias Ambrose Dickey, alias Dick Hickey, alias Major Pantool, alias Charming Billy. He was charming, too. Oh, Norman, there ain't no need for you to go on lying and perjuring. In this here bosom, you'll only find wifely forgiveness.
I never saw this woman before.
Ay, mentiroso. You are a liar. It's not yet 2 minutes. I hear you call this poor orphan son.
But I call every young man son.
Chalmer, old buddy, maybe you better let me explain.
Well, I'd sure be obligated to you, Lucas.
Look, one thing first. Are you, so help you, guilty or not guilty?
Well, to the best of my knowledge and recollection.
To the best of you. Look, ma'am, the marshal's a little shaken. Maybe we ought to discuss this tomorrow in his office about 10:30. Nice and friendly. We'll thresh it out. Things working for you, Norman. Nobody's brought up the subject of lynching so far.
Norman.
Come on, son.
Hello, Abigail.
You sublet to these animals?
Cats are always welcome. They appreciate comfort. Oh, I must get this fixed someday. There. Hello, little mother. You. There you are.
You know, Micah, the way I see it, this woman is an adventuress. She's cold, she's smart, and she's ruthless. She picked your name out of a hat. She rented that boy from an orphanage, and she's here to shake the bushes.
What can she shake me for? My wealth? Political pull? Social position? Of course, there's always the charming Billy.
Oh, that's not you. That's some filthy lie she made up.
So sure of it, eh? You know, Lucas, you must try to understand there actually are certain men who have this mysterious power over the female sex. And we don't lose it just because we live to be after 40.
Well, may I ask, ma'am, where this alleged marriage took place?
Me and Norman was joined in wedlock at Massacree, Texas, 16 years ago, come October. And our son was born the following year, July 30.
Well, that would seem to settle it. As soon as we get a peek at that Lone Star marriage voucher.
My husband can tell you what become of my marriage lines. All printed up so pretty. And at a fee of $1 paid by me. Oh, Norman, I tried to be understanding. But why did you set the house afire when you was leaving?
Me? I never.
Set the house on fire?
Mister, them flames was busting right through the roof. And me and Habcock busted out with the stoveaxe.
Anybody got a rope?
A rope here,
Quiet, folks, quiet!
I'm sure it's real kind of you offering to lynch my husband for me. But how'd that get my poor boy his paw back? Supposing we just leave that up to Norm's conscience for a few days. Then if he still ain't got one, me and Hackett will go away and never bother him no more. Not in this life, anyways. Mr. McCain. At least your manners has polightened, Normie. Pobrecita.
Well, charmer boy, you really have her eaten out of your hand.
Man must have been a fool to desert a woman like her.
Really wasn't you then, huh?
That's what teases me, Lucas. As near as I can figure, I was in Texas about the time she mentions.
Near as you can figure.
You forget that for almost 22 years, I never drank much less than a quart of whiskey a day, so my memories of that stretch are naturally a little spotty.
So you could be her husband.
Deserted her, too. But as far as setting the house on fire...
I'm glad we can cross that off.
Lucas, if you desert me, I won't have a friend left.
I'll tack these up for you.
Believe it or not, I still have duties to perform. I've got to ride out a piece. I'll be back for supper.
Hello, son.
What are those, boss?
Well, these are... Now, don't you start teasing me that you want to tack these up on the bulletin board.
Are those wanted posters?
Yeah?
Oh, gosh, Paul, why not? Let me hang them up, please.
Oh. All right, then. Here.
Gee, thanks. And, now you can sit back and catch your 40 winks in Micah's armchair. Paul! Paul, come here, hurry!
What did you do, smash your thumbs? What is it?
Why, ma'am, what's this?
No man with my brand on him lives in a skunk hole. When I went to fix your supper, there was a batch of kittens in there.
Smells mighty good.
Ought to. It's your favorite supper. Spring lamb stew.
How'd you know that, ma'am?
Oh, now, Norman, there's certain of a man's tastes and preferences that a married woman don't forget too soon. And quit calling me ma'am. My name's Leota, as you know quite well.
Would Lee do?
Always has. In private, that is.
Al, what are you doing up there?
Sitting.
Seen the marshal around, son?
You got visitors, Pa.
Howdy, Lucas. Mark.
Been wondering if something happened to you.
No problems now.
Son, go check the horses.
Evening, Mr. McKay.
So what are you up to here?
Well, you were right there with me. The whole town insisting that I'm a husband and father. What's my opinion against so many? And conditions aren't so bad. You'll have to excuse my bare toes. My socks are in the wash boiler.
A wash boiler.
Well, the lady's waiting.
Hey, Micah, you know a gunslapper named Walt Hacklock?
Yes, by reputation. I understand he's been working Stud City recently.
The law leaves him alone?
Oh, yes, he's old, past his prime, just sticks to shaving cards and petty gambling. Well, like I said, if North Fork needs any law tonight, they'll find the marshal in the spare jail cell.
Good place for him.
Oh, Herb, I want to thank you for mending the bed.
Oh, that's all right.
You know, that's mighty handsome whittling. The only body I ever seen could match it was a lifer in Galveston Penitentiary.
Maybe he didn't have no pa neither, Pa.
You don't mind staying alone a couple of nights?
Of course not.
You know, son, this just could be Micah.
Not if we're his friends.
Well, as you get older, things don't stay that simple, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, but, well, once you bring back a real husband from Stud City, then we can quit worrying.
I hope you're right.
Well, have a good trip, Ma.
I don't fancy you looking over my shoulder, stranger.
I'm not interested in your poker hand, mister. I'm looking for Norman Ambrose Carraway, alias Walt Hacklock.
And who might you be? You long, lanky, ornery looking.
I'm the fella holding this gun on you, and it's loaded.
Don't you know it ain't polite or mannerly to behave so unfriendly to a man you ain't even been introduced to?
This'll do for an introduction, mister. And get that hand back on the table.
What's your pleasure, mister?
I'm bringing you in, and it's no pleasure.
Just a minute, long drawers. What makes you imagine you can deliver me?
That answer you?
Very interesting. But you just spent your last bullet.
If that's your hunch, draw to it.
Oh, I don't like the look in them eyes. You'll pot, long drawers. Mortimer, would you be obliged enough to degun for this gent? He seems nervous. It's human nature, loco. To get off from being killed quick on Friday afternoon, a man settles to have his neck stretched slow on Monday morning.
Mortimer, get that little utensil behind his neck.
You've been around, ain't you?
Yeah. Let's hit it.
He's asleep. Said to give this to his pa. He's such a good, loving boy.
It's like you, Lee.
When he's full growed, I want for him to be exactly like you, Norm. Kind and true, with a shining star on his chest. These has been happy days and hours, learning to know you for the man I really believed you was.
Such a dunce I've been. Wasting half of my years alone.
Oh, let's not remember about that. Dear, when you going to quit that jailhouse and really come home?
Wake up.
Lucas, is that you?
I brought a man.
What man?
Yours, ma'am. Get on up there to a Havelock. I ought to make you crawl.
Dear Lord of mercy. It's my Norm.
The altar, darling. My, but the years have been kind to you.
They spared me nothing, Norman, except getting to hate my boy's pa.
Yoda.
Try and forgive me, Mr. Torrance. I so wanted you to be my Norm. I imagined you was. Mr. McCain, ain't they just as like as two thumbs?
Yeah, sore thumbs.
Well, I don't see any resemblance. Me? Look like him? What did I tell you about her, long drawers? Always working to break down a man's self-respect. And another thing. I don't take too kindly to a galoot chasing after me wife the second my back is turned. And another thing. Marshal or no marshal, it's just a good thing for you I'm not in a fighting mood. It's a good thing for you I'm not either. That kind of bragging don't impress me in the least. Only ladies, I dare say. Maybe a punch in the nose would. I dare you.
Thank you kindly, Marshal. Is he hurt bad, Mr. McCain?
Oh, I'm afraid not, ma'am.
Dear Michael, I still pray he be like you when he's growed.
Well, this is a fine kettle of fish, and I guess I know when I'm not welcome. And where's my Bethy horse?
Howdy, Pa.
It's a lie. Why, my shaver ain't no bigger than a happy toad. What's your name?
Habcock.
What?
Habcock.
Well, that ain't a name. That's a fighting word. Now, see here. From now on, we're going to call you Tom. Not Thomas, not Tommy, but Tom. T-O-M. You understand?
Tom.
Well, now it's been up. What's your name?
Habcock.
Well, Habcock, it's been awfully nice meeting up with you. And see here, don't you pay no mind to all of them rumors the government has been spreading around about me.
You ain't going nowheres, Pa.
What's that?
This time you'll stay and you do your fair share listening to her.
You're forgetting yourself, Tommy boy. Now, you just go on upstairs to your mother. Well, no, Thomas. That was very respectful. My, but you hit like an outlaw mule. Come here. Why, what's the matter, boy? I wouldn't have hurt you.
I don't mind, Pa. Just one good weapon like the other kids used to got.
Tommy, here. I want to tell you something. I was blind drunk when you were born. Been losing my wits for 3 days, and when I heard you squalling inside, I just took off. I must have rode 20 miles through the dark night. When I woke in my saddle, I knew there was something wrong. I was afraid. And I thought, well, what am I doing here? I'll go back to him. But that wasn't it. And suddenly it came to me. Something about knocking a lamp over. I turned and I run from it, boy. And I kept on running. And even when I found out you were both alive and trailing me, I just couldn't pull up no ways. So you see, boy, what good is Daddy? You can't but look down.
But, Pa, at least you're some better than nothing.
Keep saying that, boy. Yes, keep saying that. Just keep saying that. Yes. I'm obliged to you for kidnapping me. I'll have some settler drive the rig back.
Adios, Tom.
Hasta la vista, Mark.
How long, Draws? I don't deserve this.
Who does, Norman?
If it's any consolement to you, there has to be something wrong with the woman who fall in love with such a shiftless no-count in the first place.
You think he'll stay put this time?
He's older and tireder, maybe lonelier. I think he will.
Well, we're away. Come on, giddy up, you beast. Come on.
Well, Micah, at least you got window curtains out of it.
Hey, look, Paul. Hab forgot his chain.
He didn't forget that, Mark. He gave that to me. And you know something? I'm awfully glad he did.
Paul? Let's go home.